Howdy ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope you're feeling well. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I hope you guys have a great day today. So today, I thought we would start adding some pockets, some side tucks, all the fun stuff to our journal. And I have a variety of things here that we're going to add. And I'm going to use my Sherwin-Williams inspired exterior as one of my things I'm going to make a tag with. And I just want to flip through it here. And I think I'm going to use one of these pages for the doors, for a tag. You know what? Let's add some pockets first. Let's add some pockets first because I don't have anywhere to put it. So let's stick some pockets in. So I have a variety that we've made. Now those are the pocket fillers. So let's add some pockets. So these are some pockets I just made. They're made with, shipping paper. And then, sorry, I bumped my camera again. And then these are just those book page pockets that we made together. So let's start with some of those. So on this pretty page, I think I want this library pocket. Now some of them I've gotten inked up and some of them I haven't. I've spent the last 2 days mowing my yard, and between thunderstorms and mowing, I gotta tell you, I have normally, my yard should not take 3 days to mow. I gotta tell you, but we have had such horrendous thunderstorms. We had one day, and I think I told you this in a previous video, that it literally rained the entire day. The entire day. So I couldn't mow that day, and then the next day, it was so freaking wet that when I tried to mow, the mower said, "Are you crazy, woman? I am not mowing today." So I fought with the mower that day. Did not get much done. I even waited till later in the day to try, in the evening. And did not get much done that day, other than wearing myself out. Let's see. Yeah, I put that there to hold that. I wore my arms out so much that by the time it was time to take my shower when I finished, that I could barely wash my hair. And, I was exhausted. Poor Baxter was like, "Mama, just feed me. Just give me some food, woman." So, when I got it done, I was so proud of myself that, I got it done. And, I don't think my yard's that big, but it's bigger than my other yard. And just the fact that I'm doing it myself is, well, that was like out, not in the middle. That is not in the middle. And then the backyard is horrendous. It is just horrendous. There's a hole back there that, good heavens, it'll eat you. If you're not careful, you'll sink down to who knows where. So that's the one that took me 2 days to do. And I thought, well, maybe if I, break it up into smaller sections. It actually took me 3 days because of the thunderstorms. So I did a small section for Baxter. And then the next day, in between thunderstorms, you know what, maybe we should fold this little piece back here. Just so we know that there's a little pocket there. I'm not going to glue it down. I'm just going to fold that back. And because otherwise I'm not going to remember there's a little pocket there. And then the next day, there's his favorite spot is between these two big trees. And I know my hands aren't, you know, but it's several feet wide. And that's his favorite place to go potty. So I thought, okay, so I'll do that area now, plus, you know, several feet around it, because I know that's where he's headed. Every time I take him out, I know that's where he's headed. Now, where did here it is. So I tried to do that, but it was so wet that it kept bogging down the mower. So it was like, okay, well, that's not going to work. But I got some of it done. So after I got some of that done, it was like, okay, so I've got to get the rest of this yard done, because with all this rain, it is just getting more and more and more. Now, I'm not going to decorate the pocket until I'm ready to put something in it, okay? So there's signature number 1. That's number 1. So let's go into number 2. I think I want to put something here. And I want something floral here. Maybe that one? Oh, no. I think I want this one. I think I want this one here. So I got that area done, which was just, I mean, Ryan laughed at me. He said, Mom, your yard's mowed very erratically. And I said, I know, but, you know, I'm doing the best I can do because of the rain. So then yesterday I decided, okay, this is getting finished. Yesterday was day 3. And it wasn't really that hot out. It was just like in the low 80s when I started. By the time I finished, it was in the mid 80s. And my neighbor that I haven't met yet, okay, so this is signature 2. So I'm going to pop into signature 3. And let's see here. Oh gosh, we have pockets back here in the back. So let's maybe look here in the middle. We've got some in the middle. All right, so let's look up here in the front. We've got some here in the front. Ooh, signature 3's looking good. Signature 3's looking real good. Usually my signature 3's, they look terrible. I don't ever get anything in them. Let's put something on this page to cover this up. Let's put this one here. No, let's put this one here. Let's put this one here. I think it goes better with the apples. That I haven't met yet was out mowing right next door. So we kind of stopped and talked a little bit. She's very kind. And she said, I noticed that you're struggling with your mower. She said, lift your mower deck up to the highest setting. And she said, mow that way for the rest of the summer until the last mow. You know, the last mow of the season. She said, I don't know what kind of grass we have, but it grows so fast that she said it'll be worth it. So that was what I did, and it mowed a lot easier. So I told my husband and my son that I did this, and they just laughed at me. And I said, I got it done, so quit laughing. I want to cover this envelope while we're here. Yep, I think that'll work. And I thought, you know, if I can mow twice a week, do the front yard one day, do the backyard another day, then I'll do okay. That way I don't have to do the whole acre in one day and kill myself. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because that's a lot of mowing for one day. And when Ryan's over here with Callahan, I'm going to make him go and get the gas that I'm going to need. Because the front yard takes 1.5 tanks and the backyard takes 1.5 tanks in the, in the mower. There. Now, when this dries a little bit more, I'll trim up here. And then we'll come back and decorate this after everything dries and we decide what we're going to put in it. Okay, so that's decorated. So now, where are we going to put our new pocket in here? Okay, so we got one there, one there. I'm kind of saving those pages that are together because I want to do something. Let's I want to put, I think this one's too big. I think I want to put this one right here. And then when Ryan comes, he can go get the gas for me because I really don't like doing that. I think that's creepy to, have gas in your car. Other than, in the gas tank. Now, I'm going to turn this so that that's straight at the bottom. Now, that means when I put my tag in here, it has to be a tag that isn't going to connect here, so it'll be a short one. But over here, it can be a bigger one and hang out the side. Now, it looks like here, I need to glue up here a little bit. There we go. Okay, and we'll be able to decorate that when we decide what we're going to put in there. All right, so bouncing over to number 2, I want to put something on this page. And this is very neutral over here. So I still think that's just too big. So we're not going to be able to use that in this journal. I want to put something that adds some color. So I think this one here. Boy, I really don't like losing that, but oh well, these things happen. These things happen. Okay. Now we've got a little bit of green to go with our flowers. Now we're going to flip back over here to 3. Now that doesn't go there. That just happened to, it falls out of there. That'll stay in there. Good deal. So over here, yeah, I think over here, I have out a scrap of this green striped paper, and I want to put here a side tuck. So let's go on and cut it. And I want it to go, I know it's going against the grain, but that's okay. I want it to go this way, and it's going to be a 2-inch tuck. It's going to go this way, like that. And I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to put lace down this side. So I need to trim it at the bottom. Let me grab my pencil. Come here, pencil. Right there. Okay, and we're going to round our bottom here. And the top. And before we attach it to the page, we're gonna put our lace on it. It just makes it easier. So let me put this over here on the shelf. You don't go there. Behave yourself. Okay, so lace-wise, where is it? Here it is. Right here. Come here. I want to use, is this it? Oh, it is. I'm trying to pull it from someplace else. Come here, you. Goodness sakes. I want to use this one with the flowers on it. I want to use this one right here. It's got the flowers on it. Now, I had my little, oh, here it is right here. I had it out. And I want to put it so it goes just like that. So, here it is right here. Now, let's go on and cut it first. So, we're going to cut it right there. Now, I'm going to try and put the glue right down that part right there. See that little, like, hem, I guess you call it. I'm going to try to keep it really thin. Just like that. There we go. And that way I can have the flowers on and off when they stick out. Just like that. Okay. Now, get my paper towel. Now, I know this is kind of early to ask, but when you guys do you guys do trick-or-treaters at your house? And I don't mean decorate, you know, for Halloween. I mean, do you guys have trick-or-treaters at your house? Or does your neighborhood do other things? There. You know, like, do the kids go to churches or malls or something like that? There. And now that will sit like that. And it'll stick out just a little bit, but it's still attached to the paper. Okay, so now let's make sure I do it right. Let's make sure I put my glue on the right. If you do, comment below and let me know. You know, in my old house, we lived out in the country. So we didn't have trick-or-treaters. You know, except when Ryan was little, we had Ryan. And we had the two little boys next door. And that was it. Those were our trick-or-treaters. And then as the boys got older, and didn't trick-or-treat anymore, we didn't have trick-or-treaters. And Kenny and I used to love it, you know, when the kids came to the door. Now, PJ didn't like it. You know, it made him crazy. But we loved it. So when we moved here, and now we're in an actual neighborhood, you know, with kids. And I was so excited. I told Kenny, I said, we're actually going to have trick-or-treaters this year. So I was talking to my neighbor across the street, and she said, surprisingly, no, we don't get trick-or-treaters here. I was so disappointed. Okay, so that was number 3. So we're going to pop back to number 1. Okay, so we're going to pop back here to number 1. And let's see what we can do for number 1. I want to do, in number 1, I want to do a side tuck also. So I think for this page, now this was the envelope, remember, and there's a tuck here. I want to do a side tuck here. So for this page, I want to do this because there's some green down here. Now this isn't a scrap, but you know what? It's coming out of a what's left of a paper pack that I've had for about 3 years at least. And I thought to myself, Lori, you need to either lose it or get rid of it. So we're going to use it because hoarding it is just not working. Hoarding it just because you like the paper is just not working. And, you know, surprisingly, I have looked for new paper, new fall paper this year. And I have had the hardest time finding fall paper here in Ohio. Now, I did find some at Michael's, but it's actual, now where did my pencil line go? It's actual Halloween paper. And I don't do Halloween. I do fall, but I don't do Halloween. So, okay, let's see. What side do I need to? I need to round this side. So, I'm having a hard time finding fall. And I was reminded this is just August, so I might be just a little bit early. But I'm thinking probably not. I mean, they're already putting up, they already have up fall decorations and Christmas in the stores. So I'm thinking I'm not early. And I've looked in, no, I've looked online. I've looked at my usual haunts, you know, online for paper. So what's the deal, guys? What's going on? Did I miss something during my time off for paper? Where are you guys finding fall paper? Are you finding fall paper? Okay, so I want this here. Did I cut that too long? Oh no, the page is bent. Oh, I didn't round that page. Well, Lori, you ding dong. All right, let's see if that one will trim. There, okay. Okay, so I want this one here. Now, on the edge of this page, okay, I'm not going to use the same lace. I'm going to use the other one that's bebopping around here in my tote. Let me get a hold of it. Of course, I need to wrap this one up because I made such a mess of it. Trying to find it. Okay, so the next one that I want to put on there. All right, where are you here? Is this little one. This little guy here. Now, I do have this big one, but I think he's too big for in there. And I did find 2 of these. I found these in the Dollar Tree. And I still have some crochet ribbon. Oh, and I do have this. Huh. You know, we might use some of this on a pocket, like on this. We might use this on this pocket. Turn it upside down and put it like that. I think it looks better though when you can spread it out like that, because then you can see the pretty pattern on it. So let's see what, oh, well, we have this one that we haven't used yet. Let's see about this one. Oh, that one's pretty. That looks like a garden gate. Let's use this one. Okay, let's cut this one. Okay, my scissors have disappeared. There they are. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, guys. All right, so again, I'm going to glue the lace on first. So I'm going to glue the lace here. All right, so let's see if I can get it really thin. Let's see, it's going to go that way. Oops. And like that. Okay. So it goes like that. So, oh, silly girl. I think my bottle's almost empty. Oh, I think it might be. I think it might be. Where is my little pin at? I just had it. I'm gonna have to put it in that little bottle because I think oh dear. Am I out? I might be. Okay, hold on just a minute, you guys. Okay, I got it to come out. But boy, when it came out fast. But it is almost empty, so I'll fill it up later. So there's that one. So here's our lace sticking out so far. Yeah, I like that. All different types of lace. All right, so that's number one. So I think we're going to do one more in number two. Let's see, that's number one. Number two. Maybe let's do one here on this page. Oh, let's do one on this page. Yeah, let's do one on that page. Well, let's see. Well, we've got one here. And we've got one here. So let's do one. Yeah, let's do one back here. Or you know what? Let's do it on this side. We don't have any on this side. Let's do one on this side. So we're going to do one on the left side. That's what we're going to do. Now, I do have our scraps that we've been working with here. And let's see. That one's not long enough. And is that one long enough? It is, but I don't particularly like it with that. What we have here. Let's see if this piece is long enough. Oh, that piece would be long enough, wouldn't it? Let's do that piece. Okay, let's put this in our scrap holder and get it off the table. Oh, I think Baxter hears thunder. Okay, and I want it, and I want this little flower, so we're going to measure from the bottom. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to turn it this way. Let's see if we get our flower. Well, we're going to have to make it a little bit wider. Yeah, okay, we got it. All right, hold on just a minute, you guys. Let me see what he's fussing at. Okay, he couldn't reach his Chewy. It was my fault. I'd picked it up to vacuum and I forgot to put it down so he could reach it. So he was standing at the hearth of the fireplace barking at it. He needs longer legs. Poor little man. He was just standing there barking away. Okay, where did my pencil go? Here it is. Nope, here it is. Okay. There we go. Well, thank you. Okay. This is one of my favorite parts of any journal, is adding the pockets and the side tucks, and, you know, making them is one thing, but adding them, this is when your journal starts taking on its personality. Oops, this way. And it starts taking on all the fun, the look of it, and in your personality. Now it's taking on your personality. It's taking on what you want it to look like. It's taking on you. Nobody else will make your journal look like you. I mean, I could add the same pockets to your journal as I'm adding to mine, but only you can decorate them to look like you. Now I have a whole nother tote in there that I think I want to get out. Let's see. This is the small stuff. This is the little bitty stuff. No, it's just too plain. I want something like that color. It's what I'm looking for. And I might have it right here. No, that's too plain. That's too plain. Ah, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, this might even be better. Let's see. Maybe this one even. Now, I've had these for several years and have yet to use them. They've just been, you know, hanging out. Doing their hanging out thing. Waiting for me to use them. No, I think that's too dark. I think it's going to be this one. No, that one's too light. Maybe we can do a mixture of them. Because I think this one's too light. Yeah, that one's too light. Oh no, that's too gold. Okay. Well, if they're not going to float my boat, what about... What I'm looking for is something in that peach color. You know, something like that in that peach color. Let's see what we've got here. Either that peach or, see that peach color, which is that color, it just needs to be darker. And there it is, but it's not big enough. Oh, you know what? I have an idea, though. Okay, I have an idea. No, that one won't work. No, I have an idea. Okay. Okay. See, is that side more interesting? You know what? Maybe it is. Changed my mind. Okay, but here's what I'm going to do. So I put these two little dots here. So on the back, and they're not even, as you can tell, they're not even. And I'm going to take my hole punch, and I actually think it might need to be a little bit bigger of a punch. What's this one? That one's too big. Oh, that one might be better. And I'm going to punch. I'm going to attempt to punch right in the middle. As you can tell, I didn't do a very good job. Right in the, I'm going to punch a hole there. Now I'm going to attempt to put them away. That's not working very well either. Okay. Oh, now I got to round the other sides. Before I put these down. Okay. Right here. And the reason I put these back here is because I'm going to take a piece of sari silk and I'm going to tie through there. And then when I put this down, I'll have that up there. So I don't want that color, but I do like this color. Now, I don't know if this will be big enough, but we are going to find out. I think it will be. I mean, it's not like I'm going to tie it around a journal or anything. And I just want it in a knot on the front. I just want it tied in a knot. Okay? That's all I want. You know, one of those, just a nice, simple knot. Just like that. That's all I want. Except I think I tied it wrong. So before I even try to glue it down, let's fix it. Come on. Come on. They don't want to watch me piddling with you, so straighten up and behave yourself. Did I just do it again this exact same way? Good gravy, I think I did. I did, didn't I? You know, if my brain were attached in my head, don't think, Lori, just tie. Don't think, just tie. There. Okay. Good girl. And then I can just glue these down so that they don't go flipping and flopping. Okay. Now, let's see. I want this side open. I do think I want the top closed up too. And I'm going to put a little dot of glue. Now, I know you couldn't see me do it, but I put a little dot of glue right there under that ribbon. And that will help keep it from coming untied. Okay. Now, up here, I'm going to put, sticking my glue bottle up here. See, just a little dot up there under the knot. And then I'm going to take it right here, and I'm going to put a little dot right there to hold this down. And it's just in the middle. It's not on the edges, it's just in the middle. And it's on this piece. I just want to hold it down. It can curl in if it wants. It can do whatever it wants. I just want to hold it so it doesn't come untied. That's all I want it to do. That will keep it from coming untied. And then this bottom piece, I can open up a little bit more. There. But because I've got that glued up there, it won't come undone. Okay, so now this is glued. I got to be careful so I don't pull it. And these can go back in the little box I had them in. Well, they can in a minute. I've got something in it. And my Sari Silk can go back over here where I had it. Out of the way. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for our pockets. So now let's slide some things into them. All right, so I pulled some things out. Let's see how much time we've got here. Oh my goodness, we're at 45 minutes. Okay, so these little pockets here, they're just made with packing paper. You know, like you get in Amazon packages. And this behind here is just from this little book. And these little books, they all came in a set. And they're from like the 1950s, 1960s. Oh, 1986. Wow. But the paper is just gorgeous caramel. And every time I touched it, it tore. But, oh my gosh, you should smell it. It smells a lot older. So inside here, oops, I think I glued it shut. So I just folded it up into like a coin size envelope. And oh, and these little stickers, these are just little washi tape stickers that I just burnished on top of the paper. And I cut a piece of this paper. I just tore out a piece of this paper here. And I cut it down to 3x5. And then I burnished it onto the page. And then in here, I'm just going to tuck this. And then to close this up, I just put 2 of those, you know, because it's not real sturdy. That packing paper isn't real sturdy. And then I'm just using these little brads. I know some places call them split legs. Some places call them other things. And I'm just going to tuck them in. And then some of the other things that we've made. This is another one of our things here, but it's too big. And I've got some of my other cards finished that we can put in. Here's one of our tags. I haven't got all my tags finished yet. I think this tag is going to go in here. And then number 2. Now the one that we just did, it's not going to get anything in it yet because it's wet. It's too wet. This one's going to go in here, and I'll put one of these little pages in there, but I'm not going to open it up. I'm not going to open them all up. And then in number 3, number 3, we have this one. And I don't have anything really big for in there yet. And I don't have my little tags made for these little types of pockets yet. So I'm still working on those. But in here, this was the other card that I finished today. So I think this one is going to sit right there. And then in here, I found this little card that my friend sent me. Even though it's winter, I'm going to put it here next to my apples. No, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to put it right here. And then this one, where are we going to put this one? I think we're going to flip back here to number 2. And we're going to take these little ladies and we are going to tuck them right there because they just remind me that they need to be there. And then this little bird. Now this little pocket, I didn't show this to you. This is a little layered flip out pocket. And this one keeps this one closed. So this little pocket goes this way. This little pocket goes this way. So in this pocket, now you can also put tags in these pockets. And I need to do this. I think the little bird's gonna sit. No, you know what, actually? I think I want the little bird up here because it's heavier. It'll help keep this closed. Oops. It will help. Now, I might move him around. He might go someplace else. He might go someplace else. But we'll see. Right now, he's gonna sit there. And then with this little bird right here, is going to go this one. Now this is another washi sticker on here. This is going to get one of the tags that we're going to make. So we need to get some tags made because I think I'm going to just tuck that little card right there. And I think right here, I want to tuck that right there inside that little paper clip. Even though that page moves, it can still go right there in that little paper clip. Now this just has a little fairy on it. So over here where those little girls? Here, where these little girls are, I'm going to tuck this in there. Like that. You know what? I think I like it. I think we're going to tuck it right there. And, okay. So I've got everything tucked in. Oh, wait. This little flip up one. Let's put this one with the little girls. No, let's put this one back here. Whoops. Right here. I forgot about this one. Right there. And then this one. Oh, here we go. We do have another one. So we need to get some tags made. So on our next one, I will have some tags made and we will get some tags in here. Wow, our little journal is filling up. Look at there. There you go. So I'm going to be making some tags. So I have 2 more cards left and a couple more pockets that I can put in. Yep, that aren't too big. I have some small pockets too that I can layer. Oh, here's another one. Here's another pocket and here's another pocket. Okay. And this one. All right. So I need to get my tags made or look in my stash and see what tags I have made. And then we can get tags put in here and we will be finished. But we've got to get some tags made. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. This was so much fun. Adding our side tucks and putting in some of our little cards like this and just making our journal come to life. Now we've got things like this that we can decorate, you know, as we fill them up with stuff like that. And that will be a lot of fun, and I am looking forward to it. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you are playing right along, and you are building a journal too, and you are adding things to your journal. and you are just creating. You're creating cards, and you're creating tags, and you're making pockets for your stash, because, you know, you can use those all the time. So until I see you again in our next Ladybug Journal video, ta-ta for now.